Welcome back to our channel USA's Dark Secrets, where we explore the untold stories of relationships, heartbreaks, and the unexpected twists of life. Today, we bring you a tale that combines betrayal, heartbreak, and a shocking birthday surprise. A husband who gave his wife a divorce on her birthday after uncovering her affair with her boss. It all started like any other day. James, a hard-working and devoted husband, had been planning a special surprise for his wife, Lisa, for weeks. Lisa's birthday was just around the corner, and James wanted to make it unforgettable. They had been married for 8 years, and although their relationship had its ups and downs, James believed they were solid. For weeks, James had been juggling his work and the arrangements for Lisa's birthday. He planned everything meticulously: a romantic dinner at her favorite restaurant, a thoughtful gift, and even a handwritten letter expressing his love and admiration. Little did he know that while he was pouring his heart into making her day special, Lisa was keeping a devastating secret. James started noticing subtle changes in Lisa's behavior about 2 months before her birthday. She had become distant, her phone was always by her side, and she seemed to have endless work meetings that ran late into the evening. At first, James dismissed it as stress from her demanding job. Lisa worked in a corporate office and often talked about the challenges of managing projects under her boss, a man James had met briefly at a company event, but as the days went by, James couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. Lisa's smiles felt forced, her conversations were curt, and her excuses started to sound rehearsed. James decided to trust his gut and started paying closer attention. One night, while Lisa was in the shower, her phone buzzed with a message. James hesitated. He didn't want to invade her privacy, but something compelled him to look. The message was from her boss, and it wasn't work-related. James felt his heart sink as he scrolled through the thread. The messages were intimate, flirtatious, and undeniably inappropriate. In that moment, James's world came crashing down. He felt betrayed, hurt, and humiliated. But instead of confronting Lisa immediately, he decided to gather more information. Over the next few weeks, James quietly pieced together the extent of the affair. He accessed phone records, saw late-night calls, and even hired a private investigator who confirmed his worst fears. Lisa and her boss had been meeting at a hotel. James was devastated, but he also realized that this was an opportunity to take control of the situation. He decided to wait until Lisa's birthday to confront her. He wanted her to feel the weight of her actions and to understand the consequences of her betrayal. The day of Lisa's birthday arrived. She woke up to a beautiful bouquet of flowers and a note from James, wishing her a happy birthday. She smiled, unaware of what was coming. James acted normal throughout the day, even asking her what she wanted to do in the evening. That night, James took Lisa to the restaurant he had reserved. The atmosphere was perfect: candlelit tables, soft music, and a picturesque view. Lisa seemed genuinely happy, laughing and chatting as if nothing was wrong. After dinner, James handed her the gift he had wrapped so carefully. Lisa opened it, expecting jewelry or perhaps a luxurious scarf. Instead, she found a neatly typed document. It was divorce papers. Lisa's face went pale as she looked up at James, who remained calm but resolute. He told her everything: how he had discovered the affair, how he had been quietly observing her lies, and how deeply she had hurt him. He explained that while he had once loved her with all his heart, trust was the foundation of their relationship, and she had shattered it beyond repair. Lisa was speechless. She tried to deny it at first, but James presented the evidence: the messages, the call logs, and the investigator's report. Realizing she couldn't lie her way out, Lisa broke down in tears. She apologized profusely, begging for forgiveness, but James was firm in his decision. James told her that he deserved better, that he wouldn't allow himself to be in a relationship where respect and loyalty were absent. As he walked out of the restaurant, leaving Lisa alone with the divorce papers, he felt a mix of emotions: sadness, relief, and a newfound sense of freedom. In the weeks that followed, James began to rebuild his life. The pain of betrayal lingered, but he found solace in friends, family, and self-reflection. Lisa, on the other hand, faced the fallout of her actions. Her affair became public knowledge at work, leading to strained relationships with colleagues and her eventual resignation. In the aftermath of their confrontation, James found himself navigating a complicated mix of emotions. While walking out of that restaurant gave him a sense of closure, it was also the beginning of a new chapter filled with uncertainty. He moved into a small apartment on the other side of town, determined to start fresh and distance himself from the memories that tied him to Lisa. At first, life wasn't easy. The nights were the hardest. James often found himself replaying moments from their marriage, trying to understand how thmes had fallen apart. He questioned whether he had missed signs earlier, if there was something he could have done differently, or if their relationship had been doomed long before he uncovered the affair. These thoughts haunted him, but he knew that dwelling on the past wouldn't change it. James threw himself into his work, focusing on projects he had previously put on hold. He started attending therapy, something he had initially hesitated to do, but it turned out to be one of the best decisions he ever made. Talking to a professional helped him process his emotions, unpack his grief, and rediscover his sense of self-worth. Slowly but surely, James began to heal. Meanwhile, Lisa was dealing with the fallout of her choices. The news of her affair had spread quickly within her professional circle, as rumors tend to do in close-knit offices. Her reputation was tarnished, and the once friendly faces at work now greeted her with judgment and whispers. Her relationship with her boss, the man she had risked everything for, fizzled out within weeks. What had seemed exciting and thrilling quickly turned sour under the weight of reality. Lisa reached out to James multiple times during this period. She sent long emails apologizing for her actions, acknowledging her mistakes, and expressing her regret. She admitted that she had taken their relationship for granted and had let her insecurities and temptations get the better of her. While James appreciated her honesty, he knew there was no going back. He responded only once, thanking her for the apology but making it clear that he had moved on. As the months passed, James began to rediscover parts of himself he had forgotten during his marriage. He picked up old hobbies, like hiking and photography, and even started traveling, a dream he had always postponed because of their shared commitments. Through these experiences, he met new people who helped him see life from different perspectives. One of these people was Emily, a kind and compassionate woman he met during a weekend hiking trip. Emily was everything James hadn't realized he needed: honest, supportive, and deeply empathetic. They started as friends, but over time, their connection grew into something more. Emily knew about James's past and the heartbreak he had endured, but she never judged him for it. Instead, she admired his resilience and his ability to rebuild himself. For Lisa, the journey was more solitary. Losing her job forced her to reevaluate her priorities. She began attending counseling to work through the issues that had led her to betray James. Through therapy, she realized that her affair hadn't just been about her boss, it had been a reflection of her own insecurities and unresolved emotions. She began working on herself, slowly rebuilding her life and striving to be a better version of herself. Years later, James and Lisa's paths crossed unexpectedly at a mutual friend's wedding. It was the first time they had seen each other since their divorce. The encounter was brief but cordial. Lisa apologized once again, and James reassured her that he had forgiven her, even if he could never forget. They parted ways on a note of closure, with both of them recognizing how far they had come since that fateful birthday dinner. James and Emily eventually got married in an intimate ceremony surrounded by close friends and family. For James, it was a second chance at happiness, a testament to the idea that even after heartbreak, love and trust could be rebuilt. This story is a powerful reminder that even in the face of betrayal and pain, growth is possible. Life has a way of presenting opportunities for healing and renewal when we least expect it. For James, what started as the worst day of his life turned into the beginning of a journey that led him to true happiness. Thank you for following this story with us. If you've ever experienced a situation like this or have thoughts on how James handled things, share them in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that explore the twists and turns of life. Until next time, take care and remember, every ending can be the beginning of something new.